Kilton with a 20. You riding with Frostbeard pulling the cart. Everyone else trailing behind you as your cart wheels pull through the thickening snow on the ground. It's hard to see, and it's that eerie quiet that kind of haunts a forest when it's snowed. It's just so absorbent of sound. But you are successfully able to navigate the paths and some of the landmarks that you had noted your last time here, and you are able to find yourselves without issue back in the Mystwood glade. I will also note that Opheia, this is your first horse that you've had, and when you went to help Casper lift the hex, you had also had the chance to ride with Casper a little bit and get a feel for riding in general. With the help of Casper from last time and your experience riding from Saints Crossing to the Mystwood, you are able to increase your riding skill by 2 points. So, so to increase your riding skill to 2 points, not just 2 IP. So you're able to get it
to the number 2.
To the number 2, yes.
Okay.
Yay! Two's in riding gang.
Yeah,
we are baseline competent at riding quadrupeds.
And Jersey is a fairly easy to manage horse. It's just a very very good learning horse, I suppose. It's the Honda Civics of horses that you have received.
She's a amenable beast.
A patient beast of burden.
All right. Lorcan is dead. He's not here anymore. And Ramin is also not here, but not dead.
He's also dead.
All right.
Plot twist.
We were speaking to his ghost.
So you return to the Mystwood. The kids leap off the carts, running back to Oberhasil and explaining the situation to them. They kind of take turns excitedly and distraughtly explaining what has happened and what went down. Oberhasil sits on his large center stage throne, listening intently and, nodding occasionally. And the rest of you are able to get your carts parked and your horses hitched and are able to join the rest of the group here.
Anything new and or suspicious?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a awareness check here, or a human perception, depending on what it is you're looking for.
May I also do the same?
What was the first one?
Awareness. If you're just looking around the camp, or human perception if you're looking at Oberhasil or the kids.
I'm not doing that. Let's
go.
Hey,
you got a 20 on the last one.
I did. I put in a luck.
I will do human perception on Oberhasil.
I also would like to do human perception on Oberhasil, if I may.
I do 3 luck into that.
Sure.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. So, Casper with a 24, Mari with a 21, and Opheia with a 15. We'll go ahead and start with Opheia's 15. Looking at Oberhasil, you see what seems to be genuine distress and, you see a feeling of hurt across his face as he learns of the passing of Lorcan. Some of the more expressions of interest as the kids describe kind of what happened in Saints Crossing. And, you're not able to really pick up too much beyond. It seems as though he is genuinely interested and engaged in this and not necessarily, angry or devious, or doesn't seem as though he's hiding anything. Mare with 21 looking at, I'll say with a 21, you're able to kind of observe Oberhasil as well as kind of the other members of the camp, all as a group. You see the same things as Opheia. You also note that the carts here have, or you notice that like Oberhasil seems to have like kind of a large like deerskin coat that he has kind of pulled on. He seems like he has like the air of someone that is has prepared, is like ready for this moment. It seems as though he's not caught off guard as much by this story as you think he might have been if he was totally unaware. So it seems as though like
spies around,
yeah, he seems like he's genuinely hurt by this news, but it doesn't seem like it's coming as like a shock to him.
Okay.
And Casper, with 24 on your awareness check, you kind of scope out the camp itself and take a look around. It's starting to become challenging because here in the clearing, the snow is starting to kind of build up and, cover some of the details of the camp. But you are able to note that the wagons seem to have been fairly packed already. You see that Flip is loading up some of the gear and stage equipment and things of that nature, while some of the other elements of the camp have already been broken down. It seems as though, in the same vein as what Mari has noticed, it seems as though Oberhasil has been preparing while everyone else has been gone to hit the road sooner than originally planned. So,
all right. I mean, that makes sense.
All right. The kids relate the rest of the story, gathering around Oberhasil. Oberhasil turns to all of you now, his giant form on this throne. You can see the legs of the throne made from some kind of like ash or yew are already kind of like almost buckling or straining under his enormous weight. And he turns to you all and goes, "Oh, well, welcome back to the Mystwood glade. I am sorry that it has come under such unfortunate circumstances, but, well, some things cannot be planned for or foreseen. I hope that you are all well." He looks particularly at you, Casper.
All right, I'm gonna try a human perception to see what the fuck that's about. That is something I would like to.
Sure.
Why are you looking at me?
A lot of people are looking at you these days.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
You're nicer to look at now.
That's a twee.
Yeah.
A twee.
It's hard to tell. You're like, it's so quick that you're almost like, maybe he wasn't. Maybe I'm just making things up in my head kind of thing. But it's hard to tell if and why he was looking at you particularly. He goes, I am sorry that it had to come to this. It seems as though in Saints Crossing it became a heart of chaos. A town that became a crucible of change for all of us here. All of my friends, and you as well. The death of one so close. It is hard to understand, to feel the emotions that pour into one's heart. But it serves as a bitter reminder that even the deepest of bonds can be severed by unfortunate circumstance.
We must have you know that the incident that occurred in Saints Crossing is likely to happen again, and it's going to likely keep increasing with frequency and randomness as things continue to progress. I want you to be aware of that so that you understand the gravity of keeping these children safe.
I do. You know that... Well, we are planning to leave here as soon as we can. The snow is hindering things a bit, but as soon as it lightens and the carts are able to make it out, we will be leaving, and we'll be heading to new frontiers for us. But I am worried for you all. I have been alive for a long time, but the forest...
He kind of gestures to the trees of the Mystwood that are bowing under the weight of the snow.
The forest has been alive for more than even I can count. The forest remembers. It knows that... It knows of what you carry. And it can smell what is to come.
And it's both upsetting and comforting at the same time.
He gestures to the kids and he goes,
It is time. Gather your things and let me speak to our guests.
the kids run and begin taking their items. Most of them had stuff packed already, but they begin helping Borsis and the other Scoia'tael and Flip load up the carts and things like that. Oberhasil remains seated on his throne. He kind of gestures to the seats up front and says,
Please, gather round, my new friends. For that is what we are, no?
No.
Sure.
Why not?
Well, as I say, oh, Julian.
he's gonna run up here. He's gonna sit on the stage.
Theater kid
Starts
energy.
scribbling frantically as Oberhasil begins speaking. He turns and Oberhasil says,
I know what it is that afflicts you, or at least I have heard it whispered from the trees, from the earth, from the roots of the mountains. I know it is a curse that afflicts your blood. It is one that is carried with you from your ancestors. Do you know what it is that you are burdened with?
We're bound to something ancient. The comet, or whatever the comet harbingers. The ancient one is what they call it. It's frustratingly non-specific. Frustratingly esoteric.
I am not a learned man, but the forest remembers as far back and beyond the conjunction of the spheres. The forest has whispered, told me of a time long ago, from the beginning of the conjunction, there arrived a powerful entity. It chose to arrive. It did not find its way here by accident. And those that chose to serve this entity were marked genetically. They were changed forever. Not just elf and dwarf and humans, but what you call monsters too.
he gestures towards Flip as well.
It says, any that chose to serve this creature were changed genetically forever. It is the descendants of those now today that are affected by the comet that has appeared. I know that the recent wave of energy that we felt here even deep in the Mystwood, well, it shows that the presence is growing stronger, its reach is growing, and that its energy is not just from another place, but it is from this plane as well. It is...
What happened to the creature that our ancestors so-called served?
The land remembers. The land tells that there was an alliance of mages and warriors of the days of old that aligned against this entity and was able to imprison it here somewhere on the continent. Then its power was locked away until the comet arrives. There is legend that the conjunction of the spheres occurred during the appearance of a similar comet, but in the stories of old there were two comets.
Do you know anything else about this ancient being? What it wanted? Did it have a name?
It did. A name that, fortunately, the forest does not remember. It remembers many things, but not the name. Don't get on me about the forest memory, okay? It's really old.
Will not fault the forest for its long
There's
memory.
2 comets. Do we have to worry about a second fucking comet?
Ladies and gentlemen, the second comet has hit the spheres.
No!
Mr. President. We've seen one. That's interesting.
He turns, he kind of scratches his thigh with his Leshen wand that he has. He says,
The forest does remember. The name that was given was Balor.
Balor.
It is a name that has been locked away in history. But your friends, the mages at this new lodge that I've heard tale of, they might know more about
Many more
this Balor.
Many more are about to convene with them. Be a veritable treasure trove of need-to-know knowledge. Now I have some questions to ask. Thank you.
I am sorry I cannot tell you more, but... Well, I have eyes in many places, and the forest sees many things, and I saw what afflicted you all. I saw what happened, and I do not want that to happen again to any of you.
Is he watching me through the fucking deer?
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought it was, since it showed up twice.
Got his
You
ass.
fucker.
Well, we thank you for your sympathy and your kind thoughts. And the information. That's incredibly helpful.
anything else that you want to discuss with Oberhasil here while he has you?
I would like to ask Oberhasil something.
Okay.
Yeah, I will walk up to him and I'll say, in your travels, if you happen to come across any cat witchers, and they're not hunting you, I suppose, let them know that Pardis is dead.
I will pass that along as necessary. I am sorry for your loss, Master Witcher. I know that someone like that, well, they are almost more than just kin. They are, in some ways, part of you.
It's nice that you think that witchers can feel that strongly about anything.
I have seen into your heart. I know that the death of Lork and the death of Pardis has affected you greatly. I know that now perhaps you have learned to honor life and living things a bit more, the preciousness of it. For we are all the salmon of the river, and the bee that pollinates, and the stag of the forest. So perhaps we do not destroy life as easily, but to try to save it, as if to preserve our own.
No. In your travels, if you come across a band of elves led by an elf named Shima, please let her know that Casper is asking after her as well.
Of course, I will pass that along to our elven and non-human friends as well that we come in contact with. We are heading south. Maybe not as far as we had originally planned, but we are heading that way nonetheless.
Our paths may cross again then. Good
Perhaps
luck.
so. Perhaps under better circumstance. Perhaps at a show that we shall put on.
Perhaps at a show.
Well, turns around and goodbye. Lump.
I
right.
will go to the kids and give them all one last hug goodbye, and then I will pull Ambrose and Maeve in close and say, now, remember what I talked to you about last night.
They both nod and say, "Yeah, we're in this together."
We're in this together.
Go ahead and everyone give me an awareness check.
Awareness.
Of Avarnis.
Only a 3.
Ooh. All right. Actually, excellent rolls all around. 17, 20, 20, and 21. You all hear a bellowing roar as Flip the Troll has finished his work and turned to see that Kilton has returned. He tramps across, like lumbering kind of on all fours like a gorilla.
Oh my god.
And
Vodka friend.
he grabs Kilton in a huge gorilla-like hug and goes, "Vodka friend!"
Vodka friend, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Popcorn merchant.
Yes, almost forgot about that.
Poppin' corn merchant.
Are we taking him with us?
Yes, of course.
We
Travel.
can't. We cannot.
Whip travel merchant.
He'll get us. He'll get us killed.
No, we'll just, he'll be part of the operation, and people are accepting of a troll that's sort of, we'll say.
But if we put a little hat on him, people
Yeah,
like
that's
little
what I'm
hats.
saying. Exactly. They're more accepting of a troll that's bound to humans in some way,
Excuse me, Flip.
like by contract.
What would you do if someone was mean to Vodka Friend?
Mean vodka friend would sell vodka to them.
Good.
If you can keep it that way, it should be maybe not good, but
I don't think the sorceresses are going to let him into the lodge. But I think that might just because he's too tall.
I'll convince them, and their lodge isn't that small.
You all do notice that Flip the Troll does have a very distinct body odor as well.
Time to give a troll a bath.
It
Get off the
is-
snow.
Bathe him.
It is very kind of like rancid, kind of a little rank.
Funky cheese smell.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought probably
funky old like
perfume or
wet dog
something.
cheese.
Oh, gross.
It's not great.
Flip, tell you what. Why don't you go with these fine folks with the children and protect them while they're on the road? They need you more than I do.
Didn't
It's the
Oberhasil
fucking
didn't
smell that-
Oberhasil not want Flip to come with them because of that? Because he's too much of a liability.
Oh, well
I
then.
think that's why he's been
Look,
foisted onto us.
do you have any?
He hasn't been foisted. Kilton wanted a pet troll.
He's not a pet. He's a business partner.
We can.
That's not how
I-
Kilton fucking views him. I know
I
it.
can buy some perfume, and we could also all pitch in to wash this troll and
Yeah,
teach him how
of
to wash
course.
himself.
You can all pitch in to wash him. and
You
teach
can
him how
also
to
pitch
wash.
in to wash
Well, I'm
this
going to
troll.
be teaching him how to wash himself. You know, teach a man to fish and all that.
Yeah,
What's your
no, I'm
teaching
not
skill? I don't
doing
wanna
I
that.
hate to posit this theory, but
What?
well, there are many things that affect one's body odor, including diet.
Oh,
Popcorn
Baby
and vodka,
steps.
ain't it?
We're going to be
I'm just
going
saying some
into
diversity and
more and
more
we're going to be
populated.
traveling into more and more unaccepting lands during a time where somebody who looks vaguely like a mage, he kind of looks over to Mare and Opheia and continues, they burn people like you at the stake. You think that walking through a town like that with a troll and then defending said troll is a good idea?
Whoever said we were bringing the troll into town.
Yeah.
Flip
Plus-
of steaks.
Out
Vodka
of
and
ta-
steak.
Vodka and steak, right? And as far as the wood kind of steaks, this guy could snap one in half over his knee. You think they're fucking with you?
A whole town's guard. And we can't do that.
Well, I beat a whole town's guard in the last town.
The power of words.
Through the
That's
power
not
of
always
being
what-
their
but
boss.
That's not always
your lack
going to
of
work.
creativity is really,
I don't want anyone else to die, alright?
Well,
I don't either.
that's a
Casper, you should know from your own lived experiences what happens when a town believes they have a troll problem.
What? You want me to pretend that I'm hunting Flip every town?
yes.
That's a scheme.
You want us to do a Shark Tale?
No,
That's literally the plot of Shark Tale.
I just saw the Redanian coin shine, glint across Kilton's eyes. We cannot
Damn
run.
it.
We cannot run that scheme in every town. It cannot happen in every
I
town.
just- I'm not saying every-
Leave him alone. He's my quarry.
I would
What
never
happened?
condone taking advantage of the townspeople like this. I am just saying if we could make them feel at ease a little bit more easily.
If we get
Also,
caught, it's a death sentence for Flip and
Hold on.
for me.
Does Flip even want to come with us?
Flip.
Flip, what do you want to do?
What do you want to do?
Vodka merchant.
Right?
Okay.
You can do that with them as well, you realize.
Well, they don't want him.
They don't not want him. The kids love him.
But don't sell the kids vodka, all right?
Flip not good actor.
Well, no, you don't have to be the actor. You sell to the people in the audience. We'll make you a little hat. You know what? I just got a hat. I'll give him one of my, which one of these is better?
Official hats.
One of the Verdant Archer's hoods. Just like a little leather cap over.
Oh my goodness.
It's like he has like a big, like bony, like kind of protuberant,
spike.
like skull. It kind of just like sits on top
Is he a
of
rock?
his head.
Is he a
like,
rock troll?
yeah.
Oh my god, I can imagine this so clearly.
It's like putting a hat on a pug. It just doesn't. You have to get like around a part of their skull that isn't the top of their head.
Yeah. Yeah, Flip basically, he'd prefer to go with you. He sees you as his vodka friends, and he's inspired to be a merchant. But if you do not want him to travel with you, then he will remain here with the troop.
Because Casper does have a very good point.
Yeah.
We can't talk our way out of every situation when it comes to people getting closed-minded peasants to accept a friendly troll.
Especially I can't.
Yes.
Like, if I'm the linchpin in, that's my query. Okay, Casper, roll a deception or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. Things that are going to get us hurt and things that are going to get Flip hurt. We can't just bring him along because it's funny, haha, and put him in danger. That's
This
not
is
fair
the
to him.
permadeath game.
Okay, but he could just hide in the woods every time
That's
we're in
the
a
thing,
town.
like,
and meet us on the other side in 2 days.
Like, he can't ever come into town with us. He would have to lay low on the outskirts of town. So I don't see how the only vodka merchanting he'd be
We
vodka
could glue a
merchanting he'd be
few
able to
rugs
do.
to him and pretend he's a bear.
That's kind of insulting.
Oh, no.
I think it's only insulting to the people who would believe it, but I know that people would.
I'm wearing a wolf. You could wear bear or carpet. Fine. Sorry, Flip, you can't come with us. We're going to metropolitan underpinnings and intrigue and all that.
I mean, we're pretty far from anything I would remotely consider metropolitan.
That wasn't true 5 seconds ago when you said we're going into big cities and people don't
I
like
said we're going
them.
into cities.
If there's
and towns.
if there's a concession, if you wish, he can travel with us temporarily, and then break off from us to join back near a town that the troop is going near. We're going the same direction.
How would we know that?
Do you have a set route? I turn to Oberhasil.
Well, he kind of turns back to you. He's been collapsing his chair for travel.
Oh my god.
IKEA, taking apart the IKEA screws.
He's holds up his Allen wrench as he's disassembling his IKEA chair to travel. He goes,
the route that we are heading at the moment is south. We shall be heading. Let me look at the map because I don't remember where things are. Let's
Giant
see.
fuck-ass continent.
Let's see.
Fuck-ass
So they're
continent.
heading. They'll probably head down towards Tanserville and then Creighton and then like Hangfors that way, kind of
Alright.
along the main routes, kind of hitting some of the towns and stuff. We might try and avoid Tanserville. It's a bit close to some of the home turf, so we might pass through there rather quickly and head on towards Creighton.
Creighton. Oh, it's so fucking big.
Unicorn? City name Unicorn.
All right. So what are y'all doing? Are you gonna bring Flip or not?
No.
Alright.
That's
All right.
fun. It would be
I've
fun,
been
but
talked out of it already.
I know how people are going to react.
Flip dejectedly
I'm sorry,
lowers
Flip.
down.
Oh, sorry,
If this
Flip.
was if it was a time of peace and people weren't dicks to trolls.
At a time of magic.
Flip understand. Flip unwanted.
No.
Flip unloved.
No,
You're
come
not-
here. And I go for a hug. And,
I don't want to hug a stinky troll.
come here, buddy.
Gagging, just. Oh, okay.
But-
You're wanted
Rotten milk.
alive, and I'd rather you not end up dead in our dangerous line of work.
You can be a vodka merchant anywhere.
And popcorn.
No.
And Papa
Flip
Corn
give up on
merchant.
dream. Flip become actor.
Be an actor? Well,
Or be a merchant.
Why don't you play a vodka merchant in the play?
Flip not good actor.
why not just sell to the audience? Get them drunk, the play looks better. And you could charge a premium because they're already in their seat. What are they going to do? Go to the pub?
I don't think
Popped
troupe
corn
has-
is also a very good snack at the theater.
20 crowns.
Oh my god, he's gonna become the fucking music venue.
What do you mean? Bottle of water,
Oh.
15 crowns.
the troupe that needs a bouncer.
Flip just become a failure. He just become the person that sell ticket.
Can I try to hype
become
him up?
ticket master?
No. Well, that would make you a failure, yes, but can I try to hype him up with like my business skill that he should go into business and not quit on his dreams in like one of those shitty business major like synergy presentations?
Don't let your
Oh my
dreams
God.
just be dreams.
I made this much money doing this,
You
and you
can
can too.
Oh my god.
Encourage him to have some self-confidence. He can be a vodka merchant without us.
He
Yeah, I
could
think-
also be a better actor. He could be two things. He could be two things.
You could
Kilton,
become
give
a
us
good
a
actor.
charisma check for that, I
Charisma
think.
check. All right.
Hell yeah.
Ooh,
31.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Oh my goodness gracious.
You have
For
successfully
triple
inspired
stars.
Flip to not have his feelings and dreams crushed. He turns, he goes,
Merchant, right? Flip strong. Good merchant, me. Flip,
Yes, good
sell
merchant, you.
Puppet corn, vodka, and ticket.
Master.
Master, be the head of sales.
Be the master of tickets.
Yes.
Be
Well,
head of sales for the traveling company. You focus on the sales while they can focus on the art.
I was gonna say no to a troll. Just one of the old punch them so they buy the tickets. Don't do that, actually.
You're
Don't-
right.
Don't do that.
Flip become successful. Great entrepreneur.
Yes.
Yes.
Big word. Good. Good for him.
I'm so proud of him.
To some pois, it's hard to. Don't worry about it.
Friends, vodka friends, travel safe. What? Wait.
he runs over to the cart and comes
One for the
lumbering
road.
back with a small cask of his alcohol that he has.
Oh my god, he's
Made.
gonna try and sell it to us
Ooh.
now.
He like hands it to Mare. It's like, you know, one of those kind of
Just set this down.
medium-sized ones, and it's like half full. And he goes,
Travel safe, vodka friends.
You two, Flip.
Goodbye.
You too, vodka friend.
Oh,
and he runs off to his cart.
what a
On his
guy.
cart.
What a guy.
What a kind.
Well, free vodka.
Hope you people are happy with yourselves.
Keeps him safe. We attract so much danger and misfortune to us.
All right.
It's kind of like it's honestly kind of uncanny.
Anything else you all want to do here while you're in the Mystwood glade before heading on?
Gaze longingly at that Leshen staff before leaving.
Hey, Oberhasil,
Can I buy that?
how much for the staff?
My friend, it will not serve you well once you are out of.
Oh yeah, we
Forest.
know
Yeah.
that, but I don't know. Mari wants it anyway for some reason.
Wanted. I'm admiring it. It's a beautiful piece of arcana.
Oh, well, never mind.
Indeed. But you have enough things that are. It is not for you.
It is. Most things aren't.
No.
Understandable. It's just wanted to admire it one last time before leaving.
Some things are better left to the woods.
Okay, Sean Connery.
It's hard to nail down his accent, okay?
I'm just giving you shit.
It's changed a little bit. And switching back and forth is
I just
But
assumed they got a new voice
switch
actor in between.
you switch from Bulgarian grandpa to Sean Connery.
the Bulgar.
Very
But if I fold too much into the, let's see. Oh, let's
You
try and
must
get back to.
choose, Mr. Casper.
Yes. Anyways, I don't know what else to do. It's too close to Flip now, you know.
Okay, we're all from the same region. We all technically sound like
Yeah.
this.
He's actually my kid, so you know it's fine. No, that's not true. I'm not
What?
related to Flip in any way, except that we are business partners.
I am not the father.
Yeah.
That's the play he's gonna put on, is like a Maori situation.
We just invented Mari.
I would see all. I know that you cheated on your fucking wife.
No. All right. Anything else here?
All right.
Nope.
I think
All
we're
right. As
Get
the
on the
group
road.
gathers up with the gathering snow, and Oberhasil continues to lead the group in their packing. Julian finishes up his notes, and as you all head out of the Mystwood towards the
Add
lodge.
half a cask of vodka to my fucking cart. Hold on.
Yeah. A barrel of very cheap alcohol.
Casper just like grabs the barrel from you. It's like, I'll load it.
Please, I don't
Literally
want
see your like knees buckling over this
so
regular
weak.
ass size cask.
And as you
I'm
head
not weak, but I'm not strong. In this
out of the Mystwood and along the forest's path towards the river that leads back up, the river road that leads back up towards the lodge, you all remount your horses and carts, trudging through the slow. It's slow going at this point in the snow, and you find yourselves along the road near a river crossing. As you exit out of the Mystwood, Julian, scribbling more notes and ideas, he says, "Well, I for one am glad to be out of that spooky forest. You never know what Oberhasil's doing. Watching you all the time seemed spooky, really. I mean, it's like you knew when you were sleeping and when you were awake. Just awful. Anything in that forest, he knew what was
I
going
knew
on.
when you were doing something wrong.
It's only as creepy if you're misbehaving, isn't it?
I
Doing
guess,
something you're not supposed to do.
indeed. I guess it's got to be good for goodness sake, then, without...
It is quite strange being in a place where you're being magically spied on, but not able to sense it. Usually when someone tries to spy on me magically, I can sense it. But some
All
things defy convention.
Maybe it wasn't
There are
magical.
two Kiltons.
Maybe
Who am I missing? Mare. There we go.
It's just an extension of his senses.
All right, as the snow continues to fall and gather, you reach the path leading to the main road and start heading out towards the river where the snow is gathering in increasing amounts. I'm going to not turn the snow layer on just because I know it's more intensive for some people's computers, but it's still snowing. And go ahead and everyone give me an awareness check.
Bread and butter.
Let's
A
do it.
classic.
I'm gonna put a lock in. Let's go.
31, 18.
Nope.
Oh, no, sorry.
31
31 was
was
the
the-
charisma.
That's not a bad fumble.
That's not too
That's
bad.
not bad for
18,
a fumble.
24, 17, and 13. Mare, the snow is hard to see through. You're kind of focusing more on guiding your horse through without, falling into a pothole or something like that. So you're not really too aware of what's going on around you. Kilton and Opheia with an 18 and 17. The snow is falling in, light curtains and gathering on the trees. It's now probably like a foot or so deep in some of these areas, and the road, getting along the road and stuff, is quite slow going. But you can hear on the wind in the snow, the distant sound of some voices, and you see further up ahead on the road the gleam of some torches along the road coming towards you. It seems like. And Casper, once again, with a very high awareness of 24, you look around at the sky, the gray sky, when you kind of look at when it's snowing and it's like white, but the snow's all gray against it. And you note with your sharp vision that against the blank white of the snow, you see a speck of black. that is growing larger and larger, gathering closer and getting closer. And you are able to see that it appears to be some sort of raven or crow of some kind, perhaps. And you can see attached to its leg a letter of some kind.
I'm gonna raise my hand to try and like receive it. Like I'm gonna try and like I'm gonna point it out and be like, "What the fuck is that?" And try to grab it. Like not grab it, but like I don't know, put out my hand. Maybe it'll land on me or something.
If we're the recipients of it.
Indeed.
Yeah.
It seems to alight onto a snow-laden branch within a few feet away from you, and seems to be here for you. You also note with your 24 the sound of some distant voices and the glimmer of torches growing brighter, and you are able to, with a 24, pick up a few distant words that echo and are carried on the wind through the snow. You hear the sound of a booming male voice that says, "The beast will make off with your children."
Oh, it's a mob. I think Casper says that out loud. He just says, "Oh, it's a mob."
Oh, 1 second. I will use
Great.
telekinesis to get the message from the raven.
Indeed.
Why? Just go grab it, girl.
It's not going to
Yes.
come down here. And I'll pull out my arm to see if
And
it'll come
come
down.
on.
Let Mare do the cool
Literally,
maid stuff.
Casper just like walks
Haven't-
over.
we haven't got to see her
Is
use
just gonna
telekinesis.
grab the letter from the raven. He's just gonna walk over
It's high
and
up in
grab
a
it
tree.
with his hands.
It's high up in a tree.
It's within 7 feet
Well,
off the ground or so.
I'm
But
I will, if it's here for me, I'm gonna motion come here and give it to me here.
it flutters over and alights onto your arm, Mare.
Thank you.
And
Take it, and I'll give it a peanut.
it chokes
Probably
on
not
the
real.
peanut and dies.
Everything I touch dies.
No, it crows at you. It goes, whatever crows,
And
makes a noise and
imagine
flies
it's
off.
from one of the girls.
Yeah.
No.
It shatters.
Before this mob becomes a problem, I'm just gonna read it and see what it says.
So, Mare, you see that this letter on the exterior says to Mare, and it appears to be a letter from Danila to Mare.
My girl,
Yeah.
my love.
As you take this letter from the Raven, you continue to hear the sound of what appears to be a mob of some kind. They're coming from the direction of Riverbend, the town that you had not got a chance to visit. And so we will pick up there next time.